What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Lace Up channel. My name is Mickey. Welcome to my at-home studio. A little different look for you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. In this video, I want to give you the 5 reasons why companies that are imported from other countries fail. I know a bunch of distributors who take their life savings from countries like Colombia and Venezuela and they come here looking to start a business, looking to live the American dream. And within a year, they're completely broke, they're completely bankrupt. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you the 5 reasons why. Anyways, let's get right into it. Number 1, the business model is not viable. Now, what do I mean by this, guys? There's a bunch of business models that work in other countries that don't work here. Why? Because here we have government, we have regulations, we have laws protecting the consumer's wallet and their health. Therefore, when you try to bring one of these industries here, the business completely collapses. Let me give you an example. Imagine for a second, right, that one of these businesses from Colombia that trades cryptocurrency that promises their investors an 8 to 9% return on their money, what would happen if they came here? I can tell you right now, the government would crack down on that promise and they would put them out of business. Yet the owner of this business probably thinks that what they're doing is okay, but it's not okay to promise things that you can't pull through on. And that's what this country's put in place to protect. I can't tell you how many people come over with a business model. For instance, like, we're gonna fix electronic domestic goods. Like in the US, people do not care about getting a refurbished monitor or refurbished computer. Sure, there's a market, but it doesn't work here. This is a consumer-based and consumer-driven economy, meaning that people want to cycle through electric goods and buy the newest, greatest, baddest electric good. These are things that do not happen at foreign countries, which means that these business models that are not viable, if they were to import those ideas here, they would fail. Reason number 2, there is no need for your product or service. In the United States, there is a tremendous amount of competition. There is a tremendous amount of companies producing just about everything, every good and service. Now imagine if you import a distribution company and here you decide you're going to distribute iPhone cables. Now this may have worked where you're from. You could have been distributing millions of dollars a year in South America with iPhone cables, but once you get here, you hit the buzzsaw of competition. There is no need for your product. Nobody wants an additional iPhone cable. People, they are already getting those goods and services from somebody else. So what you guys have to be cognizant of is not bringing a good or service where there's a lot of competition so that there's no need. Also, another thing you need to be aware of is there's a bunch of food products in countries like Spain, for instance, different crackers that mix certain flavors, things like, I don't know, mustard flavored cookies. Right? These are things that do not work in this country. There is no demand for them. But guys, you're probably asking yourself like, Mickey, how do I test demand in the United States? I think it's fairly simple, guys. In an economy that's driven by the internet, why don't you set up a landing page that promotes your product? Send some Google ad traffic there and see if you can pre-sell any goods. If you can pre-sell, if there's demand, if there's hype, then you bring over all the resources. Don't just bring over your product expecting consumers in the US to behave the same way they do in your country, because I can tell you there won't be any demand for your product and your business will go broke. Reason number 3, running out of capital. So a lot of people from these other countries, they don't realize just how many expenses there are in this country. Things like taxes will eat you alive, things like payroll tax, things like health insurance, things mandated by the government that are absolutely necessary to run a business, like workers' compensation. These little things add up, and let's say you come with a budget of $1 million to launch your business, I can tell you you're gonna blow through that $1 million much faster than you anticipate. Imagine having a runway in your head of 2 years and running out of business in 6 months. Guys, before you bring your business here, before the foreign business is moved, you need to do some market research. You need to be aware of every tax you're gonna pay, every benefit your employees need to have, what you need to do to cover your building and cover your trucks in terms of insurance. You need to know it all. They need to write all that in a spreadsheet and then project out how many months until you're out of money. Do not come and be the person caught with their pants down and having a certain tax or something completely obliterate your budget and your investment. You have to be fully aware of the fact that there are things that are going to be unknown to you, right? And you need to do the research beforehand to know what those things are, to plan for them so that you know how much time you have until you have to become profitable. Reason number 4, having a failing product and then lying to yourself about it. So I used to have this other business called Imagu. This was a website where 2 people could come on and compare 2 images, 2 videos, and all their friends would vote as to which one was better. Basically, it was a mine is bigger than yours competition. And the bottom line is, guys, when this thing launched, it launched to so much fanfare because I employed people like PewDiePie, the biggest YouTuber in the world. I paid them all to promote my platform. You know what happened? My platform crashed within 1 day. And then I realized that the consumers that were coming on my platform, they were sticking around for 3 minutes and then leaving and never coming back. You know what that means? Well, to anyone with a logical mind, that means that I haven't found product market fit. But instead of realizing it at that point, I kept trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, which means that I kept blowing through money trying to sell something that just didn't have a fit in the marketplace. And instead of being honest with myself and realizing and admitting my failure, I continued on going. I continued going and going and going until I ran out of money. Guys, if you don't have product market fit, you're going to know about it right away. You're not going to have sales. You're not going to have traction. You need to either pivot or you need to close down your business. Don't have that false feeling of success and then fail, right? You want to succeed. So just know that if you don't have product market fit, be honest with yourself. The 5th and final reason why companies fail that come from out of this country is because they have inexperienced teams. How many people do you know that come to this country and they've got no idea what they're starting? They're just starting because they want to live the American dream. My recommendation, guys, is get yourself an advisor, get yourself a consultant. And I'm not talking about anyone, somebody who's built at least a $5 million a year business. Get them on your board, give them some equity. That way they advise you and they prep you for doing business in this country. They're gonna save you so much time, so much money, so many headaches. But most people, they have a false sense of how good they are. They are narcissistic. They're like, I love myself. I'm the best CEO in the world. I'm gonna take this company to $100 billion. Guys, it's great to dream, but it's also terrible to have this false reality you keep replaying in your head without knowing the truth. You need to understand how the economy works here, how business works here, how to build a successful business in this country. That is what's important. So get yourself a consultant, get yourself a business partner, get yourself somebody who sits on your board that cares, that has built a successful business in this country. That is perhaps the key, the golden ticket to success in this country. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the 5 reasons why new companies fail coming into this country. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. Give me a subscribe down below. You've seen me. I'm trying to pop out content like this. Look, what could I subscribe to besides help you? I don't know. Anyways, guys, I hope that you have a great day. Take care.